Hey man, it's your boy Vo. Uh, and a lot of people ask for money. A lot of people ask for GoFundMe's and donations and all kind of shit, man. I ain't asking you for none of that. Hey man, all I'm asking you to do is hit that subscribe button. Just just push the button. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't do it now, do it out.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what they said. Push the goddamn button. Yo, welcome back to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, man. This is episode 4. If you haven't checked out the first 3 episodes, consistency, please do, man. And when you do, please like, share, and subscribe. First episode, we talked about sports gambling. Second episode, we talked about franchise businesses. Third episode, we talked about stand-up comedy. And the fourth episode is one of them real touchy ones. It's one of the reasons I actually created this show, because we got to talk about it. The good and the bad and the ugly is about having those uncomfortable conversations, those ugly conversations, those conversations that people try to mask. And we're gonna talk about it. And today we talking about unhealthy co-parenting and unhealthy co-parents. Is one of the ones that's real touchy for me. Cause some shit that I'm going through today, right now here today. But you go find out what it is anyway. But as I always tell you, man, when I'm doing this, I always want to bring on a very, very special guest. And I always like to tell a little backstory on how I met this one. I'm training, and we working out in the gym one day, and shout out to my girl Ashley. We was doing a workout, and I see her in this phone, and she going back and forth in this phone. She ended up telling me how she talking to a homegirl, her and her homegirl pretty much be on some rivalry shit. They going back and forth, but it's pretty much like some good motivation that they be doing to each other. But she ended up, talking about a workout that she doing, and Ashley ended up telling her to come. She ended up showing up, and we hit it out, man. I could just tell she was a real, genuine, down-to-earth person. She came ready to work. I smoked her fucking boots. She never came back again. But yeah, man, she was just, man, we just had hit it out, man. And I actually wish she had signed up, because you could just tell she was already mentally there. She was physically there, So, and when I see them type of people, I like to really, grab them, because I know we can really go places. But without further ado, man, mom first, author, man, my girl Lilia, man, what's up, baby?
Hey.
What's up? What's
Hey,
up, man?
y'all.
I'm glad you finally here with us.
I am so excited to be here to be talking about this.
Yes,
for real.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Man, what's crazy? So, I'm this for, like I say, episode 4, and I'm pretty much I like to get a feel for what the
Yeah.
public want, what the people want, especially hear me talk about it. So, I think I had just had a moment, man, to where we gonna get into it. I'm currently right now, I have non-biological twin boys,
Okay.
that I haven't seen in months.
Mm.
But my family will see them out somewhere, and they'll always go, "Call my daddy, call my daddy, call my daddy." So this one of them particular moments, and it didn't hit me, and I ain't gonna get into the story, bullshit, whatever it is, but I had went right to Instagram like, man, we got to talk about this fucking unhealthy co-parenting, bro,
Right.
and these unhealthy co-parents. And I posted it on the gram, and immediately here come Ashley again. Man, you need to talk to my homegirl Lil about this. You remember?
Yeah.
I'm like, the one that came to the gym? She like, yeah. She's like, bro, she got 4 different baby daddies.
Yeah, a 4 for 4.
She got a 4 for 4.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
And she like, she got healthy co-parent with all 4 of them.
Now.
And I'm like, it's no fucking way.
People no always say that though.
It's no fucking way.
That.
And that, cause first off, I just told you what I'm pretty much going through. But we gonna use me today though.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But man, before we get into that, I always like to get into the origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Because before it was Lilia the mom, you know, Lilia the author, healthy co-parenter. It was, man, Lily and that little girl.
Yeah.
Tell me about that little girl. You grew up with your mom and your dad?
No. So
okay,
I grew up single mom. My mom was single mom. Her and my dad were not married. My dad was actually already married.
Okay.
So my mom was his mistress. But they had like a full relationship. So it wasn't like, you know, she was hidden or anything. Like they had a full-blown relationship. So I have brothers that are the same age as me. So my mom and his wife were pregnant at the same time.
Okay.
Twice or whatever. And yeah, so I grew up, my mom and my dad, I think that's the first example of unhealthy co-parenting that I saw.
Okay. What'd you see?
Volatile arguments.
Okay.
Right. And then nothing.
Okay.
Right. My mom kind of, well, I won't put it all on my mom. I think her and my dad, because of the magnitude of their relationship, like just how toxic it was for them, whenever my dad left, like he just left.
Okay.
And the times that they did try to co-parent, it was, again, volatile. I remember there being times where they would be talking and my mom would say like, tell your daddy goodbye forever. Right. And it'd be like, you know, and out of my life, I've probably seen this man maybe 3 times. Right.
My whole
entire life to this day.
Damn.
Right. And so whenever I had my own kids, honestly, that's why I'm so big on co-parenting, because no matter what happens going forward, like I'll never get that time back. Even if me and my dad tried to build a relationship, I'll like all that time that was lost is gone. Right. And my parents have moved on. They've had more kids. My dad's gotten remarried.
Okay.
And they're living life, right? But I'm still in the middle trying to navigate like all the wounds that I had because of their inability to co-parent.
Okay.
So when I started having my own kids, right, I'm like, I'm not doing it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say it started off like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit up here and act like from the first kid, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a healthy co-parent. No, it was each time, you know, I have four kids by 4 different men.
Boys?
So I have 3 boys and 1 girl.
Okay. So look, take me to first kid. How old were you?
So I was 19.
Okay. So you out of high school.
I'm out of high school.
My first one was 17. I'm in high school. So this shit was, I feel like this shit was set up for a disaster from the jump. You get what I'm saying? Especially when thinking back just to how her parenting was, or just what I seen around, you know, she full of girls, house full of girls. Her dad, he works all the time.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that relationship. I damn sure grew. I'm saying, wait, I grew up watching my mom squabble different men. I didn't get to see too much of my mom and my dad because that was super early on. That shit that I can't even remember.
Yeah.
But shit, Dan was just. But my mom never had any more kids, you know. After that, so I'm the only child. But 19.
19, yes.
First child. What's going on at this time?
So
what's going on, Leah?
A lot.
Okay.
So I get pregnant. Mind you, let me be clear. I never wanted kids. Right.
Okay.
So I never planned my children. So I didn't have any plan for them.
Okay.
Right.
Why you didn't want kids though?
One, because I had this vision in my head that I was just gonna be this free-spirited auntie and I was just gonna live my life. And just because of the way I grew up, like, you know, it wasn't always stable.
Yeah.
I didn't always feel like loved or seen or, you know, validated. I just never really wanted to be a mom. It just wasn't something I was like looking forward to. Right?
Okay.
But once I became a mom, I'm like, I'm going to do the best I can. Now, that's one thing from the time I got pregnant, I was like, I'm going to do the absolute best that I can.
So no doubts, no abortion. I'm being a mom.
I have had but not this one. No, I'm like, no, I'm going to have, you know what I'm saying? It is. And you know what? Let me not lie. Let me be real. I couldn't get the money to have an abortion. Because with my oldest, I did. I said, no, I don't want to be a kid. And for whatever reason, I couldn't, there was nobody to loan me the money. I couldn't, there was no free resources I could get. It was just like, yeah, you're having this child, right? So let me not even say that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
See,
I was like, no.
See what we here for.
You know what I'm saying? No, like, you know, and that's something like shame sometimes will creep up on you and have you like, no, I don't want to say that. But no, seriously, I honestly just couldn't afford it, right? So I didn't. I had my son.
Ain't no shame. I didn't want my first kid. I absolutely did. First off, man, I got a football scholarship. I just talked about it on the last show. I got a football scholarship, everything. I'm ready to go to school.
Yeah.
And the way I found out is, man, I want no motherfucking kid.
I don't want a kid.
Abort. She was so gung ho on having Kevin Crook's baby. It was insane. I know I'm going to be something because she had to know. Who the fuck am I? It ain't like I want to have Usain Bolt baby, or I want to have LeBron James baby.
Right.
I'm having Kevin Crook's baby. Well, fuck it then. All right, but go ahead, baby.
So no, I did not. But so I had my son, and it was a lot, right? It was a lot of conflict. It was a lot of because.
Come on, talk about it, goddamn. Talk about it. Come on. We got you got to rip off the Band-Aid. Okay. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, so when I had my first son, I was dating someone.
Okay.
Right. And we were in a relationship, and I cheated on him. Right.
Okay.
With somebody that was a friend. We were honestly like friends.
Just friends.
But one night.
Yeah. One of them nights. Okay.
Y'all grown. Y'all know.
Yeah. One of them nights. Shit.
Some popped off.
Okay.
And 8 weeks later, you know, it's funny because I remember I must have been at Greystone. I went to TSU. And I passed out. So I wake up in the hospital. They like, how far along are you? I'm like, shit, where we at? They like, Benton. I'm like, we got to be like, what, 15, 20 minutes from TSU?
Yeah.
They're like, no, like, you're pregnant. I said, oh, hell no.
That's
impossible,
crazy.
Right? So there was a shame and guilt associated with, like, basically I'm having a baby by somebody I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right? We not together. There's no, but we cool. Right? But we not, like, you cool until you like, hey, we having a baby.
No bullshit.
Then ain't nobody cool then, right? Because honestly, I can't say I know what it feels like to sit down with a nigga and be like, you know what, let's plan this, let's have a kid, let's do this. And that makes a difference.
It's very rare.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's very rare. So like I said again, I didn't plan them kids, so I didn't have a plan for them. So everything I'm doing is like on the job training. You know what I mean? I'm figuring it out as I go. Yep. You know what I mean? So I'm at the beginning, like I said, it was volatile. And all these outside things will tell you, like, a man, once you get pregnant and you tell a man you're pregnant, like, he's supposed to be in go mode, right?
Yeah.
I know this now. I didn't know it then. Like, once I looked at that pregnancy test and I realized I was pregnant, like, I immediately became a mom. I felt it physically. I felt it emotionally. I felt it spiritually. Like, everything in me became a mother almost immediately, right? It's not the same for a man.
Absolutely
You know what
not.
I mean? So, one, because again, it's a one-night stand. So
for a man is what?
Yeah.
Hell nah.
Right.
And then I don't give a fuck. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long y'all been together. Even if he don't ask, in his head, is it mine?
Right.
Come on, man. And y'all can play crazy out y'all want to.
Yeah.
But for a man, it's go time. It's time to strap in. It's people are depending on me, and this is for a man. This is for a man, a boy who was shown the example of a man, or not only that, who for sure. So for me, my father was locked up 12 and a half years of my life.
Okay.
Luckily, I had my grandfather to show me provider.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It was just providing discipline. It's so much other shit that comes with being a man.
And a father.
Being a father, nurturing.
Yeah.
I don't have none of that.
Yeah.
I didn't have none of that. This is shit, like you said, I had to pick up along the way. Okay? But absolutely, for a man, No,
No,
we
it takes
is
time.
all shit, nervous, your ass get tight, you thinking about money, job, and how you gonna take care of this baby.
And everything else.
And-
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So
baby.
now my second son, he came pretty quick because my first son was 6 months when I got pregnant with my second son.
She thought she was slick.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking
Yeah.
not. Because we talking about co-parent. Let's get back to the first. No, ma'am. We got the first child.
Mm-hmm.
How we rocking with the father?
So at the beginning, for the first couple of years, there was not much interaction, right?
Okay.
And it was honestly just because of the way our situation was set up. Like he was living, he was out of town. There just wasn't much interaction like the first 2 years. But the reason why I brought in my second son is because
so he wasn't even here.
Not that he wasn't around. It just, again, we were friends. So our situation didn't really get volatile until like 2 years in.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm saying my second son is because, mind you, I'm six. My oldest is 6 months. I get pregnant with my second child. Now the
6 months.
6 months old. So my kids, my first two are back to back, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. So my first two are 16 months apart.
Okay.
So right after, I get pregnant with him. Now, it is the boyfriend that I had that I cheated on and got. So me and him have a kid together, right?
Okay, so you cheat on boyfriend, but you and boyfriend get back together. Oh, yeah, okay. Y'all don't get back together.
We do not
but
get
y'all
back together.
pop it out, and here come another baby. Here come my baby.
And here come his baby.
Here come his baby.
Here come his baby.
Okay.
Now, that situation, it was a lot, right? Because there's the resentment of the first child, right? That's not his child. So we have that resentment complex. We have he has a girlfriend, actually. You know what I mean? So I played sideline.
Oh, shit.
I did. He had a girlfriend, right? So it's that added thing.
Okay.
Right? It's, I hate you. Like, I genuinely do not like you.
Yeah.
We have so much animosity and hate. I'm extremely controlling at that viewpoint as a parent.
And we speaking about yourself.
As me, yes.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm extremely controlling in that space at that stage of parenting, right? And when I can say controlling, meaning it's either going to be done my way or it's the wrong way, right? So,
because we're going to get there.
Where are you taking them? You know, I'm so much to the point, bro. I'm writing to make sure this nigga changing diapers. I'm like numbering the diapers. Right?
Are you shitting me?
Just like I'm just being real. I'm going right, and now looking back, I understand again that was control, but I was guising it under like I'm protecting my child. I'm making sure he has the best, right?
Yeah.
All the while. This is one thing I realized. I'm fucked up too. Only because I'm 21. Yeah. Clearly, I'm not 100% focused on my kids because I'm still having kids back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm still making bad decisions. I'm still figuring out like how to be a mom. Financially, I'm working kind of odds and end jobs. I'm not really like on my shit like I should be. You know what I mean? But I'm not focused on that at all. I'm just like, you are not being the type of father that I feel that you should be, right? And so we going at it. I'm talking about the girl that he was with was an amazing woman. I ain't gonna cap. Like she wasn't bringing no drama. She loved them kids. Yes. Like, both of them. She was an amazing woman, right? But I was the one like bringing the problems. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to show like who boss them. I wanted to mark my territory. Them is my kids. Like, you know what I mean? Those are.
And I appreciate you so much for even just being transparent like this, man, because you got a lot of women that ain't opened up into this type of truth yet. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't ripped the band-aids and know like, it's just that accountability of, bitch, I was crazy.
100%.
Like I was tripping.
And you know what's crazy though, Kevin? I don't even, in that time, I wouldn't even have said I was tripping, right? This gonna sound cliche, but I was parenting from my pain, bro. I was not thinking about them kids for real.
Parenting from my pain.
I was not thinking about my kids.
Explain that to me, Liv.
So parenting from your pain for me is like, you make decisions based on how you feel. Not thinking about what's best for the kid long term. Parenting from your pain is, this man has pissed me off. This man has hurt me. He's, left me, neglected me, whatever the case may be. We not working. And because of that, these are obstacles I'm going to place in his way for him to be a father. It's the inability to separate the father from the man because they're separate, right? Somebody can be a horrible man to you, right? Horrible husband,
man, you gonna fuck me up on this show today,
boyfriend.
man.
Listen, you can be a horrible man as far as like how you interact with women, how you handle women, but that does not always translate in the type of father you are.
Yeah.
And when we as women can't parent past that pain, bro, we really prevent men from being able to even grow as a father. And I think it didn't take until about my third child, bro, that I really understood like I'm not even letting y'all men grow up into being dads, right? Because I'm given the grace to do that as a mom, bro. Ain't nobody came to me and been like, you done had all these kids. Somebody need to take these. You don't need to see these kids because you know, or you on food stamps, you can't afford it. You need to. We can't. Nobody ain't never told me that. I get patted on the back all the time.
As far as, because I know you saying you had the single parent mom. I ain't gonna lie, this gonna fuck me up today. I'm gonna shed tears on the show and everything because that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, I'm really coming from a real deep place from this sucker ass shit right here, and y'all don't even understand. Your mom, tell me about your mom. Why you doing this? Where's what place or what type of is your mom giving you any type of guidance?
Yeah, she is. So, but my mom is giving me guidance from her pain, right? So she's honestly, and it's from a place of wanting to protect her child, but she's telling me like, you need to do this. You need to make sure they're on child support. You need to make sure if he ain't paying, he don't need to see the kid, right? And I don't want, again, I know that she's doing it from a place of like wanting to protect me, but she's also parenting from her pain, right? Because again, I look at it like this, and again, this is me getting to this space. I don't want to act like in 2012, you know, I was on some parent past your pain. No, it was fuck him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he ain't doing bop, 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 I'm going to make it hard. I remember, nigga, one time I was complaining to my baby daddy about the barbershop. I'm like, I got 3 boys.
Which one? This 3?
I'm talking to my third baby daddy at this point. I got 3 boys. I'm at the barbershop on a Saturday all day.
Yeah.
Nigga, all day.
Yeah.
And you know how the barbers be.
Now look, is this... Okay, so is baby daddy around? Baby daddy 1 and 2, where are they?
They are around.
Okay.
So my children's dad, and this is one thing I've always stood on.
Okay.
I'm not keeping nobody from their kids. Bro.
Yeah.
For a multitude of reasons. 1, I want my time.
Hello.
Okay, can I get a little time for me?
Because you need 1, that.
Right? But 2, again, now also I'm parenting from my pain because I know what it feels like not to have access to my father. I'm never taking that from my kids.
Yes.
Now, let me be very clear. If he knocking your head between the washer and dryer.
Hello.
If he whooping on you in front of them children, if he's abusive to your children, that's completely different. That's not my story. I don't have that problem. I know my kids are safe.
Yes.
But controlling, I was very much so that. So when I say, but I also said, hey, y'all gonna have access to these men.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly part of them, right?
Yes.
Because you need that.
Yes.
Because we show up as our parents sometimes, right? There's certain things, nigga, my mama telling me, you act just like your daddy. You know how crazy that is to hear that for a man you have no access to that you don't know, but somebody telling you act just like him.
And,
right?
and we ain't talking about in a good moment that you having.
No.
We talking about in one of the bad moments you having.
It's like you, and so when you say that, right, not as a observation, like, oh, look, no, it's like irritation. Like now you're showing me parts of your dad. That's why that healing is so important, because how you gonna handle your child when the person you hate shows up in them? Because it will.
God
right?
Damn it,
what you gonna do?
God damn it.
You know? And how do you help your child navigate that space? Right? I don't have a temper. I can't talk to my son. I'm just gonna say, calm down.
Yeah.
You all right? Just calm down.
Yeah.
I don't know what it feels like to just get mad and angry like that.
Yeah.
But guess who do? Your father. So now I can point you to a resource.
Yeah.
But what I do know is this. All that time, if you let too much time pass, bro, you take away that man's influence. You take away his ability to even help, for your child to even trust that he can navigate. And when I say you don't get that time back, you're going to move on to a new man. All that.
Yep.
You're going to get a new family. You're not even going to think about this man no more. But your child will. You know what I mean? Like, that's the hard part, to be like, you know what? I'm going to put my child above me. Because the feelings are valid. You know what I'm saying? If you did somebody wrong, you cheated on them, you know, embarrassed them, it's valid for the woman to resent you. It's valid for her to dislike you. It's valid for her to feel betrayed and hate. But that's not has nothing to do with the child.
Ooh, that's what I was waiting on.
It has nothing to do with the child, bro.
So I cheated on you.
Yeah.
You hate me now.
I do.
Use a dog ass, lying ass, cheating ass, all of the things except of the good Christian kid, child of God.
Good, you trifling.
Yeah, all
good
that.
For nothing.
But I'm not like that to my child.
You're not like that to your child.
So why do we have to take that? Why do we get treated like that then?
Because again, it takes, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. You have to love those kids more than you love that pain. And I mean this because, bro, like, you ever try to talk to somebody about something that's hurting them? Like, people will fight you behind that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Behind holding on to what hurts you because it becomes like part of your identity, right?
Yes.
For a long time with my kids, bro, when it was just like, you know, their dads, we would have them, and then their dads would go on and live their lives, bro. Not in a space of where they're neglecting my kids, but like, I'm the primary person. So these niggas, like, you know, they going on pursuing their music career. These niggas going on and, you know, building businesses and getting married and building these lives, right? That builds resentment within me, right? I made my whole identity about being a mom because that's all I had for real.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. That's what I'm good at, right?
Yeah.
So you trying to come in and be a good dad for a while? Nigga, now you challenging my territory. What if my kid like you a little bit more? What if you do some shit better than I do, right? Like, you know what I mean? Those are real emotions that I'm battling.
Absolutely, because men had it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got. I just want to tell you something, because I gotta let you get back to it. You on the road today. Me and my homeboys have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm currently with someone that actually had a kid before I came in. And one day, we built our relationship, and she goes to her father's house.
Mm-hmm.
First time we had ever heard it, and say, "Daddy Kevin."
Ooh.
This is a girl. This is a little girl.
And her dad's active. Okay.
I'ma say he gets her every weekend.
Okay.
What he does with his weekend time, I don't know. But that's active.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say that.
She got access to her father for the most part.
She absolutely does. FaceTime, talk all the time. He can come get her whenever he wants to, whole 9 yards. Yeah. Still calls me Daddy Kevin though.
Okay.
And I'm talking to my homeboy. That's the first thing they say. That nigga ain't active. He must not. He is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he get every weekend, pick up on Friday, drop off on Monday. Mm-hmm. Still Daddy Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm getting to this story. I'm talking to my homeboy. Now, I told you the first time she hit it, she said this with her daddy.
She tells her dad.
She tell her daddy.
Oh, okay.
She says Daddy Kevin.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, he, bring it back.
What was his energy when he brought it back?
It was cool.
Okay.
And it always has been.
Right.
Until it came to a little static. Because she come home one day and say, "My daddy's saying," but that's a whole nother story. We paying that shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Alpha shit. You feel me? But man, come back and tell us that. So I got homeboys that got daughters. First, I got a brother that got a daughter. I got brothers that got multiple daughters.
Yeah.
But I got a homeboy that I know in particular that I know that he has a boy and a girl. And he don't play about, shout out to my nigga Corey, he do not play about Zadie, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the way till she came and do sleepovers and shit.
Yeah.
But I know how he is about his daughter, so I had to call him one day and I say, Cord, say you and Z break up, y'all divorce, whatever it is, and you come home, they said, and Zadie come home and say, Daddy D'Angelo, so whatever.
Not D'Angelo.
Man, he went all the way there. He went all the way there. And then I call another brother. He goes all the way there. And I'm trying to figure out why bro ain't go all the way there, because ain't no daughter coming from me calling another man daddy. This is a man thing. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is not calling you daddy, nigga.
Right.
My homeboy, what type of talk you gonna have with your daughter? Hey, baby, I understand. That's what you.
Now, did he have a conversation with her?
No, she 3. Shit, what are you gonna say?
Okay. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm a lovable nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I understand why she called me Daddy Kevin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it just goes back to what you were saying. Like, man, this is I don't want nobody treating
This is my
So
time.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. But I just had to.
So I mean, that I became extremely territorial.
Yeah.
So even as these men are like moving on, like, speaking like even control. So my middle son, the second son, when he was going to middle school, his daddy was like, he needs to live with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. When he made the statement, it was like 4th grade, maybe. I'm like, okay. You know.
You just
like,
roll off your shoulders.
Sure, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Right. And I didn't see it, right? But for the next 2 years, when I say that man was on point with everything, he was picking him up, taking him to baseball practice. He was engaged in like what's going on at school. He was like making his way to be like, now I see it now, like I'm letting you know, 6th grade coming. And I said what I said.
Yeah.
So 6th grade come, the summer of 6th grade, he like, all right, he ready? I'm like, ready? What? He was like, we had this talk. He's gonna come live with me. Kevin, everything in me. Now, mind you, my second son, bro, that's my heart. I love all my kids.
Of course.
But me and that one, we like so much alike.
It's different.
Goofy, funny, lighthearted. Like, he brings a lot of energy to the house, just keeping it real. And my kids are close. Yeah. That's one thing I don't play about. 4 daddies, but we locked in the house. Like, y'all are separate, but in this home, y'all are together. I create stability in my home, right? That's why even though they all have different dads, I don't have a house of, I don't even play that. You're not even allowed to talk about your sibling daddy. Like in an argument type vibe. Yeah. Nah, that's what
no negativity about the daddies in the house.
Talking, talking shit and be like,
Nigga, your daddy ain't come get you.
We ain't gonna play because every experience is different, right? Yeah. My daughter's dad, we pretty much got 50-50. She's with him every other weekend, 2 days out the week. So she see her dad all the time. Okay. One of my sons, when he come back from his dad, he gonna have all the swag. His daddy gonna hook him up. He gonna be looking good. One of my sons travels all the time. One of my sons, him and his dad spend a lot of quality time. They artistic. They do that. They do, so everybody has a different experience
with their father.
And I make them, you honor your experience, but that you don't talk about
don't shade their
experience. Because y'all all got something that the other don't. Yeah. But what y'all all have is a father.
Hello.
At the end of the day.
Hello.
That's one thing y'all all can say. We all got fathers. You know what I mean? And they show up in different ways. And for a while, bro, that was a struggle too. You know what I'm saying? When this one going to Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go to Disney World. Yeah. But y'all not going. I don't shade my kids from their reality. Right. This is like, because what it is, anytime I've even felt those feelings, bro, I know that was my ego. Because I'm the one who had 4 kids by 4 different men.
So look, this is what I want to ask you.
Talk to me.
With your co-parenting issues that you had, because I got another one after this, do you feel like, and this a truth moment right here, do you feel like most of the problems that you had created as far as co-parenting? Because I hear you telling your truth, but it's not always the woman. You get what I'm saying? It's the man on the other hand, on the other side. So was that 50-50 or was you more so 80-20? Like, tell me about it. How was the men acting on the other side with the co-parenting?
I think, because I can only take accountability for me, bro. I think how I reacted to a lot of it made problems more permanent than they needed to be. Okay. Right. There were spaces and periods where they were, because we were young. We started having kids young. Right, yeah. Right. So there were spaces where maybe financially they weren't showing up. Right? Okay. How I responded to that. I can't say like we didn't cuss each other out and all this. Right. But I can't say that they ever been on some fuck them kids. It's never been that type of energy. It's a lot of times how I responded to a lot of it that may have made it more catastrophic.
Shortcomings and shit.
To their shortcomings, right? To the way I responded to the way that they didn't show up the way I thought they should. Right. Right. It made it bigger than what it needed to be. Now, it's not like sometimes we don't have those same problems, right? Because the problems don't go away. You in this, I don't look at co-parenting like it stops once my kid is 18.
Right.
Cause we gonna co-parent as grandparents too, nigga. We both finna be at our grandchild little kindergarten graduation, nigga.
You family oriented for
I'm
real.
family oriented,
yes.
bro. And no bullshit. I built a village with these niggas at this point, bro.
That's what I'm
to
talking
the point
about.
to where if one daddy is picking one up from school and I'm like, I'm running behind a little bit. Can you grab that one too
That's
for
crazy.
me? Like, please. It's no problem.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I grab them and I grab them something to eat.
So you telling me not only do you have a good co-parent relationship with 4 baby daddies, these niggas work and coincide together?
Yeah.
For their other kids.
For their other
all 4.
Like I went on a little vacation with one of my kids' daddy and brought all my other kids. We're a family at this point because
and he ain't tripping about none of this shit.
Nobody's tripping because let me be clear. Let me be clear. You don't meet a woman like baby daddy number 4 can't have a problem. Once we have a child and be like, I don't want to talk. Like, sir, you knew it was 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like,
you done already showed your foundation before these niggas came in here.
I don't play that.
So for you to even go crazy after the fact, it's just a delusion level on you.
Date number 2, I got 4 kids by 4 different men. Don't even come in here and act like you don't know what's up.
The tone is set already,
It's already set, and we co-parent, right? So what I mean is, like, if I need something,
okay,
right? We've built a relationship to where I can call and say, hey, I need help. And sometimes it may not be my kid needed. Okay. Hey, bro, I need you to help me with this. Okay. Vice versa. They call me, hey, I'm going through some things, bro. Let's talk about it. Because I genuinely care about these men's well-being. More so because I care about my kids, right? And how y'all is affects how my kid is. I value fathers, bro. Not even trying, and I didn't always. Because I didn't understand their role. I got 3 boys. Okay. They gonna be men at some point. Okay. I can only tell them how to be loved by a woman. Okay. Because how I love them, how I show up for them. Okay. I can never tell them how to be a man. Who can is the person that daddy. Your daddy. Yes, man. And there was a point, bro, I didn't want them to see their daddy flaws, right? I'd be like, you don't need to see, if your dad has anger issues, you don't need to be exposed to that, or your dad has poor time management, right? All these things. Hey, that's part of my kids see the good, the bad, and the ugly of me all the time. They know their mama got, I'm late all the time. They know their mama got ADHD, I'm anxious. These are things they're exposed to in me, but they also see me navigate those things, right? So whenever there's parts of them, and I've said this before, that's going to show up, their father is going to show up in them. I can't help them navigate that. I need you to have access to this. Furthermore, in case them niggas ever try to get,
hello.
I need somebody I can call.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I need somebody in this with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just like when I was just like before we started, my son want to go somewhere. Hey, I need you to build a relationship with your father, because this is another thing that I used to do. I wouldn't have my kids call or contact their daddy or nothing. I wasn't facilitating like, hey, make sure you check on your dad, unless I needed something. Hey, call your daddy and ask him, can he call your daddy in this, right? Yeah. And one of my children's dad was like, you only got him calling me when he needs something, right? When he needs something, then you want him to call me. And at first I'm like, well, you the daddy. You should be calling him. Like, why is it my responsibility to make sure that you call him? I watched this video from Will Smith, right? Where that nigga was like, women have to make space for a man, right? Because the reality is I'm big dog mama. Yeah. My kids they loyal to me.
Damn right.
They loyal to me. They gonna really rock how I rock. If I say fuck your daddy, really, on the reality, I can make you say that too.
Man, absolutely.
I can make you feel how I feel about this man. So even if I never come up to you and I say, F your daddy, when you have school stuff going on and I don't invite your daddy, he not there. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you why he's not there. Yeah. He's just not there. He ain't there because I ain't tell him. He pissed me off last week. Yeah. I know he not on the email. I know he not in the group chat. I'm not telling him you have an assembly. And then I'm going to use that against him later. Because I'm going to say, you should have been on the school email, right? Whole time, bro, I'm messing myself over because I'm not getting that support. My kid's not getting that support. You know what I mean? So it's changing my viewpoint to be like, again, I have to make space for this man to be a father. But if I'm parenting from my pain, I cannot. I don't want to be in the same room with you, nigga. Especially don't move on before me. Hey,
talk about it,
Kevin. I used to. Ashley could tell you this, bro. To this day, I ain't gonna lie. To this day, because I'm not married.
Talk about
I'm not in a relationship.
Talk
my children, I can be honest and say, my sons have never seen me loved, right? Because I'll keep a man away from my kids, and then bam, dude, this is your sibling daddy. And that's horrible. That's not good. I don't want to act like that's the right way to do it. But in my mind, I was protecting my kids, right? They don't need to meet this man, but I'm still doing exactly what it takes to have a baby with this man. So you ain't need to meet him, but surprise, this is, you know what I mean? So irresponsible like that, right? I'm thinking to myself like, bro, at what point am I going to be honest about the decisions I'm making and how they're affecting my children, right? And whenever these niggas would go on and move on, bro, I'd be like legitimately jealous.
Come on, talk about
jealous. It. Not because I wanted them, right? But jealous of like what they were gonna possibly give my kids. So when my son went to go live with his dad was married. So when he told me he was living, I was like, I need to talk to her. Right now, they have a kid together. This woman has been around. I know this woman. I'm like, I need to have a conversation with her, right? Not for understanding. Not because I wanted to. Like, bro, it was control. Yeah. It was, I want to make sure you know that's my child.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's my child. But when I had my son, he was like a C student. Just to keep it a book. He was like a C student. He was good. Like, I never had any problems in school for the most part outside of like the normal kid stuff, bro. He lived with his dad. That woman, bro, was so instrumental. Bro, my son is in the early college program now, National Junior Honor Society. His father was able to give him that structure, right? His father was able to give him that. That, if I wasn't careful, bro, so many times my pride would seep in and I'd be like, because I couldn't give that to him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I mean when I say, and y'all gonna get tired of me saying this, parenting past your pain. Parenting past your ego.
No, the fuck we not. Parenting past your pain.
Your ego and all of that, because I would have robbed my child of that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Everything ain't trauma. So many people was like, why you letting him go live with his dad? Is you okay? Like, people thought I was on drugs, nigga. Like, I'm down bad. Like, I'm finna go to jail. It was so, like, no.
Y'all, I'm a talking motherfucker. I'm speechless right now.
Too much,
No, absolutely not. Because when I say you, man, you can tell you hit us. For me, and I'm gonna just call it what it is. I feel like you've hit a superior level of being a mother, bro.
Bro, I love them kids, Kevin.
But it's past love, though. I feel like it started there, but I feel like we put so much emphasis on love.
Yeah.
Love will drive you off a motherfucking cliff.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen people wrap nooses around their neck and kick the stool behind love.
Yeah.
So everybody has their own definition of love. So for me, this shit goes past that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? What you have done and created for your kid, you don't even see how you healing yourself
100%, bro.
Opened up so many fucking doors in positive manners for your children, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Just imagine if you wasn't like how you was going through the moments of, bitch, you ain't finna teach my son how to be a scholar.
No.
Y'all ain't finna be over there.
Used to get mad because she would be calling the teachers. I'd be like, why is the teacher calling her and not me? But if I was keeping it a buck, I got ADHD. I wasn't always checking emails.
Come on.
But she was on it. And that's what a village is, right? She's part of his village. So instead of me taking it as a shot to me as a mother, it's like, bro, I'm grateful that I got it's somebody else to pick up where I lack.
Ladies, you have to heal.
Yeah.
You have to heal. You have to heal past that bullshit that nigga did to you. And I'm talking to you. All y'all. You gotta heal past that bullshit, because as you can see, when you heal past it, it opens up so many doors for your children, man. It sets a more positive foundation for your children, bro. I am sitting up here fucking speechless, bro, because when I say you have spoke so much healing just for women, and you have talked to so many women and men's situation, bro, especially mine. I can't even fucking. I want to read something to you real quick.
Okay, talk to me.
So I get with, and I'm telling, I'm transparent.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell it. This is the reason why I created this show. Is for me to have an outlet. Know what I'm saying? I got a testimony. Yeah. I know a lot of niggas going through the shit that I done went through. A lot of women going through the shit that you done been through.
Yeah.
We have stories.
Yeah.
And we ain't got to be the famous, the celeb. We got real life motherfucking good, bad, and ugly stories.
100%.
Right? I'm with my new partner. Now, mind you, because I want to tap in on the part that you had said when you was like, you got kids, you doing grown-up things with this nigga, but nigga, you ain't meeting my kids yet.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? I need people to understand that when a motherfucker moves on, I don't give a damn how long y'all been fucking around. It's a lot of shit that go on before you meet them kids.
100%.
Know what I'm saying? Y'all could been on countless dates. Y'all could be in a relationship. Like, man, we don't have no right or wrong passage of parenting.
100%.
We are learning this shit as we go. And women, y'all need to understand, for men that have new children, or if you really tap into the nigga you fucking's background and his upbringing, it will tell you a lot about how he is going to function in the world or in the future as far as kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But I think that comes with a caveat of like, nobody's planning these children. So you're not thinking that far in advance.
And thank you. And
so
I'm
that's
glad
why it's so hard.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because we would take the way motherfuckers act, or the way you convict niggas of doing shit is
you
like,
would think you planned it, right?
Come on, man. Bitch, I'm doing the, hey, I'm learning as I go like you. But it's crazy how you gonna nail me to the cross when I don't move how you want me to move.
And again, that doesn't even leave space for you to grow.
Come on, man.
Like, I get all the room and grace to grow as a mom.
Come on,
I've evolved into this because no one put a cap on how good or bad I could be. They just let me do it, right? I was able to navigate. I had the support of my family. When I ain't had no money, I called my mom. I called my sister. The state of Texas.
Yeah.
Put them food stamps on that card every month. Made sure we ate.
Come on.
And can we talk about when they cut them food stamps off? This ain't the show for that, bro. Oh my God.
Not right now, Lee.
Anyway,
that's some political shit.
Aside, no, I'm talking about 4 years ago when you be on them and then you don't. Hey, like, you supposed to job different. But anyways, like, I understood, like, I got the space to do that. I got a space to grow in, like, the type of job I got to start making more money. I got the space to make poor financial decisions and figure it out. Nobody put a cap on me. I've watched so many situations from my brothers, my homeboys, so many situations where, like, one mistake and now you don't even get the opportunity to try again.
Yeah.
You was late to pick the kid up. Now I'm taking your name off the school paperwork.
Yeah.
Like, I'm late every day picking them. You know what I'm saying?
So watch this, Lilia.
Yeah.
Because we gotta get into the funky. Because your shit is you. I ain't gonna lie. You was transparent, and I love that. I love how you ripped it, but you could tell you don't mind telling that shit because you're so far away from that person.
I'm so far away from it, bro.
You so far away from that person. And all I heard is, first off, you had the will and the want to be a better person. Because it starts there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Childhood trauma and shit that you went through your childhood affected you in a way to where it was causing you to be a bad parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In my decision making.
Don't mean that exactly. Don't mean that you was, fucking off being a bad mom to the child in an extent, because once the choices started there, but you want to be a better person first.
Yeah.
And it starts there because being a better person now tunes you into being a better mother.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to read something to you real quick. Real life. So,
not the phone,
little backstory. Come on, you know I've been having it. This is what I'm saying. This shit is from July 14, 2024.
Oh, okay.
This is how people don't.
So you've been dealing with this for a while.
This shit been longer.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because I've been out with her. You get what I'm saying?
So y'all were together. Just give me a
That's
little...
why I said I got to give you backstory. Yeah. So me and my twins. So we're not the biological parents to these kids at all. Okay. Me and her together by year 6. Might have been a little bit earlier. I don't give a fuck to go back to the timeline like that.
Yeah.
But she never been pregnant before, ended up getting pregnant.
Okay.
She had an ectopic pregnancy.
Okay.
That's the right?
Ectopic.
Yeah, that's it. Baby stuck in the left fallopian tube.
Okay.
Snipper. Of course, you know the procedure. Chances of you get pregnant again, like pop.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Okay. Yeah.
She pregnant on the right side. Same thing. So now you can't have kids this way.
Wow. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You only can do in vitro. Fuck me up because I'm gonna get to it. One day she told me some shit and it blew my fucking mind. Right? It's gonna come back to that story. But her mom's working somewhere. It's a chick that pretty much already lost 2 kids CPS already.
Okay.
Come from a little money. But family disowned her because she liked to go wild.
Okay.
It's like some real movie shit, right? She about to lose a kid. She having twins though. They go separate them whole 9 yards. Now, she can get off the babies before all of this happens.
Okay.
Okay?
Before they take them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once they out, they gone. They coming to the state. What a lot of people don't know is the state would rather for you to handle the shit before it get to them.
Yeah.
Because it costs them money. You say you got somebody want the kids, here go the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? They don't give a damn. Of course, they go check, make sure, but it ain't too much checking going on. You can get them kids. Don't bring them in here. Hey, I want these kids. Now, of course, we still, know what I'm saying?
Y'all are good at this moment? Or
we not together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. We doing the back and forth, you know, but we steady playing like we working towards some shit. Know what I'm saying? Or let's be clear. I wanted to work towards some shit. I'm a Capricorn man. When I invest my time and shit into some shit, I'm going all the way there. Right. I don't like lost time, lost nothing. You get what I'm saying? When I love hard. I'm going to the end of the world about you. If you show me a piece of you can change, you just showed me a dictionary of you can change.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yeah, I had to change that behavior. But yes.
Yeah, because
absolutely.
Especially when it comes to your kids, bro, because kids learn love not like from being like they learn it from how they see you do it. So that sacrificial love that we all be like, I'm riding till the wheels fall off. It's like as long as you're okay with demonstrating that to your child, because that's what, you know, one of the reasons why I've never lived with a man. My children have never lived under the same roof.
With a man.
With a man. Not because I can't get somebody up under there.
Right.
You know, that ain't hard.
Yeah.
But what y'all gonna teach them? What are we gonna show them about how we love each other? Right. That takes a little more like vetting than just, you know, you make me feel good. You make me, even dating, bro. You cannot date from your pain when it comes to your kids. Because you're gonna choose somebody out of what you need fulfilled. Right? What you wanna, because I love this person.
Parenting from pain.
What about the kid? Bro?
Dating from pain.
You know what I'm saying? All that. Hey, y'all.
Slanging pussy from pain. Baby. From pain. Hold on.
All that.
Hey.
Because they doing that too. But
man.
Okay, but go ahead, tell me. I just want to throw that in there.
Ladies, I'm telling you, this shit is gonna be a part 2, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, she, you know, we link up, like we vibing. You know, we fucking around. We link up. So we at that point to where we on some she asked me, you know, we both our babies. We got an opportunity to get both our babies back.
Okay.
That's what we on right now, right?
Okay.
This is the universe. Because even the way it planned out, like, why are we here to,
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, for this, you know?
Yeah.
This is our mindset. Me still wanting what I want with her, you know, I would have had 2 kids any motherfucking way. This is how I'm, this is how, what niggas don't understand. Cause it took me to get out of it. All I'm doing is willing and convincing myself of some real fucked up toxic shit. That's all I'm doing. I'm making a situation that I definitely shouldn't be going to get into okay.
Yeah. That's
all I'm doing right now. Know what I'm saying? Because one thing I know now, man, if it's for you, it's for you. Know what I'm saying? At this point, I mean, it's ordained by God. You get what I'm saying? If it was meant for me to have kids with this lady, I would have had them. A lot of times we'll sit back and say, oh, God, you're putting me through this. God, why? God. It ain't God, stupid.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, it's the consequence of your action. It's
your choices. Because what people need to understand is God also gives us free will.
100%.
I had to tell my homeboy the other day, I was talking to him, shout out to my mentor, my guy, my big dog, man, my nigga Isaac, man. We was talking the other day and he was telling me about a conversation he's having with a chick. And he had told me something in particular, that same thing. And I say, bro, I agree with you somewhat. I say, because people would get to trying to blame God and the devil and that for all type of goddamn reasons. So I say, watch this. I say, I'm right here in this house right now, chilling like a motherfucker. If I walk outside, because, matter of fact, let me rewind, because how we got there, the chick had said, God take us through things for us to learn lessons and da-da-da, this and that. And I'm like, I agree with that somewhat. I say, because if I get up right now and walk out this house and go smoke this motherfucking mailman at this box, what you go tell me? God had a lesson in this for me? Know what I'm saying? You telling me God had something in this, I go pull this trigger on the mailman? Right. Absolutely not, nigga. That's free will and choice. God's grace after that, if I don't get hung from the highest tree, that's God, nigga.
And God can work everything out.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? The aftermath of where, that's God, nigga. That choice that I went and made, that's Kevin. Know what I'm saying? So I doing a boom, I go watch this. So I'm gonna show you the devil. I say, I'm sitting in this hole peaceful than a bitch right now. I'm high. I'm watching one of my good shows I wait for every goddamn week. And my old lady come in this hole and just get I'm talking about for no reason, just fucking with me. I'm talking about and just killing this whole peace place.
Right.
Nigga, that's the devil.
You think so?
Absolutely. Because God and the devil works through people. Vessels, we're just vessels. So think about it. I'm sitting in this hole and I'm just chilling. I'm talking about from my perspective. And I come in this hole and this lady just come in this hole just raising hell. A person who I live with, she loves me.
So what if I said that the devil was the thought that you had, that's why she came in there and did that? Because in my mind, the devil don't even work that hard.
Okay.
He just plants a seed. So it's not she came in the house fucking with you. The devil made you think that your
so
mind
the devil was a seed before she even got in there.
She even got in there. That if she come in here with any conflict, any problem, that got to be the devil. So in that moment, you're not even looking at your girl no more like, what you going through that got you coming here?
Yeah.
It's, why you come here fucking with me?
Yeah.
The devil clearly sent you, but maybe she going through something. And the devil is what make you think, that got to be the enemy got her in here going. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, it gotta be.
He just plants the seed. He don't work that hard. All he do is plant the seed, and he know, you're not gonna take it to God. Okay. You're not gonna be in that moment and be like, what's going on with my baby? Let me figure this out. No, you finna get pissed off. He know you not gonna seek wise counsel.
Well, see, I'm a heel man, so
well, I mean.
So I know when my baby come in like that, I know it's something else. So I said it was the devil because I know how she operates.
Yeah.
I know one thing about it. She want my peace more than I want it. So for her to come in and disturbing it, that's why I went to, nigga, that's the devil. Because I know that's not a choice that she wants to make.
Yeah.
On top of that, she don't want me to get mad. Nobody does. Know what I'm saying? It's the nigga, the gorilla coming out the cage. Right. Know what I'm saying? Like, keep that bitch locked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I said it there. But to get back to the story, man, because we don't want to get off topic.
Yeah, go read us this.
Oh, I'll give you backstory. That's what it was. So see, this shit this back. Okay, so boom, yes. I take it on. Yes, okay. Let's do it.
Do y'all decide to be together once y'all get the kids? Okay.
We get back together and everything. Okay. We get back together and everything. Why? Don't know. But that's what we did at the time. That's and of course now we doing the best we can. But of course I have an example of life. My woman, I was raised by my grandparents. My grandmother made sure we had home cooked meals in that bitch every night. If we didn't, we had banquet dinners. Remember the little TV microwave? Or shit, we bust down wing dinners. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? But my grandmother made sure we had food in that bitch. You get what I'm saying? So I was raised under a real old school way that hey, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm not trying to turn you into a modern day slave or no shit like that.
But you have now let me ask you this. Before y'all brought them babies in that house, did y'all have a conversation about y'all's parenting styles? Like expectations of how we gonna parent?
Is that a trick question? No, nigga, we're already making bad decisions. The fuck we having these type of healthy conversations?
No, but I like that. I'm just genuinely because y'all. The difference is, I'm only asking because it's one thing to just be having fun, goosing, and then bam, a baby comes. Yeah, it's another thing to be like, we're actually gonna take. It's a choice. Like, you know, you make the call. So but asking,
it was just Lil. It was just. Man, we was gonna be parents anyway. She's already experienced me with my other kids.
Okay.
Cause I got 2 boys by now.
Okay.
I got currently right now 19, 17, finna be 18.
Yeah.
So
she saw you as a father.
Yeah, she'd have seen me as a father. Know what I'm saying? She's also seen the bullshit, the other unhealthy co-parenting that I went through before this. We ain't I ain't go. Yeah.
How was she in those moments, like when you experienced it?
Of course, we on my side.
Yeah.
Of course, we taking my side. And then that's the thing. I feel like, so each one of my relationships, bro, or my past, I feel like they never forgave me for what I did to them. So because they never forgave me of what I did to them, it trickled down into the parenting part of it.
Yeah.
Like you said, which is why now we together, shit going haywire. You know, it's life.
Yeah.
We split up. I can't see the babies now. I can't see, and this is some shit that been going on, right? Let her tell it I ain't want to be around, or whatever it is. Okay. This is accountability all over again, but that's cool. Now we fast forward, this off and on, back and on. Now with her, just me seeing the kids, not seeing the kids. Okay. I'm dealing with it.
So prior to this situation, it's happened before where you've
absolutely. This is an ongoing thing. I'm going through therapy. I'm doing it. I'm trying to learn how to deal with this shit. I'm trying to learn how to navigate this shit. How to still get what I want or what I need without still causing further damage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm learning all this shit. And the thing is, it don't matter how much therapy you do, if the other motherfucker, because it takes 2. You can be the most healthy in this mode. You can have every goddamn tool in the book. If the other side ain't working towards it, don't have it, it's like me standing up here and speaking fluid French to a motherfucker who only understands English.
100%.
Know what I'm saying? 100%. And that's what's been happening. Of course, I'm finding out this later on down the line, right? Fast forward, I'm another partner. I was with this lady, fuck around every bit of like 7, 8 months. She had never met my twins.
Okay.
Never met them. First off, you crazy. Talking about twins, mom. Bitch, you a psycho. So I'm not even, know what I'm saying? No, this a sweet little girl. You go whoop her ass. I ain't got, no. It's not time. And I need to really see what I'm doing. Cause this like, know what I'm saying? This is my first real, this not real relationship. This like the first person I pretty much really liked and decided to give my time to outside of this shit on a consistent thing. Okay. Right? Boom, that didn't work. She had her own issues. We had our own issues. Right. Going to the next one. Right. Same thing. Sweet little girl.
You be moving through, huh?
Hey. It's the only life that I have to live.
Respectfully, right.
And I want to be a great husband.
Right. You getting your practice.
I want to be a great man. Yeah. And the one thing about it, I'm not letting because that's why I say you'll have to go back and watch older podcasts from when I killed a version of myself and revamped a version of myself. You get what I'm saying? So this state that I'm in right now, you're going to align with me or get your bitch ass out the line. Right. You get what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. I called a nigga in the gym one day and I think I was on girl 3 by the end. And he like, I ain't gonna lie, Vo. Man, nigga, you go switch them out, boy. You ain't, it's your way or the highway. And I say, that's a bad thing to say right there, bro. Right. I say, it's not about it being my way. I say, cause see this is the problem. It's another question I'm gonna ask you, go get to. But I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let's get back. Cause see, that's why I say this shit is just getting going. That's why I know it's gonna be a part 2 of this shit. But yeah, we going. I'm on girl 3. Now, but girl 3 has a nephew. Okay. And a niece that she's really involved with. Okay. It's her sister's kids. So she really like want to meet my kids. Know what I'm saying? She did not already met my older boys. Haven't met them. You get what I'm saying? That's another thing that I would do. Like my older boys, even when I was with, the little time with these other chicks, my older boys would meet them. Yeah. They older boys. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? They no, I talk to them. These my niggas at this point. You know what I'm saying? These my babies. This something totally different. They don't Cruz still sits around probably to this day and say shit like, I want my mommy and my daddy to get back together. You get what I'm saying? So it's shit like that. So like
you're sensitive.
Yeah, we can't, know what I'm saying? I know I can't do them like that. You get what I'm saying? So I finally, fuck it. Know what I'm saying? Like, and then from her, she one of them one. You not finna be with me and not have me meeting your kids.
And I was gonna say that.
Woo!
That's so important.
Yes.
Because when we talk about co-parenting, like I think we do have to say like sometimes it ain't no co-parenting. Some men do not want to be fathers. It ain't. You can be the sweetest, nicest, most understanding, most compassionate woman. You can, leave the door open. Some men do not want to be fathers. And I think for women, you have to be careful, right? To not try to force that man to be a father, because all you doing is forcing your child into rejection.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You just like, go get rejected. If that man don't want to be a daddy, he don't want to be a daddy. Right?
Yes, and that's on the woman's side. So that's the same thing on the other side of that. Yeah. Some women, like how you were, don't want to be mamas. And then that's another thing. These first 2 girls don't even have no kids. Shit, all 3 of these girls didn't even have no motherfucking kid. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, man, this ain't, no. I'm still trying to figure, if I want to be here, I know it ain't time to bring the kids around here. Right. One of these relationships, I'm sitting up in this bitch like, yep, Kevin, we're going to give it that year. We're going to give it a year. Because that was always my thing. If I'm going to get one. Once I got to that point to you where I'm like, all right,
a year?
Bitch, you could be my girlfriend. I'm going to be with you a year. That probation shit, it's like the city of Houston. You got to be at that bitch for a year to get civil service protected. In order for you to get vote protected, you got to get here a year. You got to make it. And everybody don't make it.
Right.
But, man, she like, nigga, I'm meeting the motherfucker. I'm like, you know what? So it started with this. Cruz play baseball, Cash play football. I'm going to games. I'm around now. I'm allowed to be around now. Because again, these are non-biological children.
Right.
Even when I signed up for this mission, no guidance, lack of
understanding.
I ain't know no paperwork. I ain't know nothing.
Got you. Okay.
So it's to a sense to where I can easily go pick these kids up and get called for kidnapping. Because I ain't on the motherfucking thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something I have to go in legality-wise fight in court. So it's only so much shit that I can do.
Right.
These my bigger boys, bitch, I can go all the way there. I got the somewhat of the state of Texas Attorney General, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't on our side. It's really, it's made to destroy families.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Real quick, when my son, when we went to go, when he lived with his dad, and he was on child support, and we called to have the order, like, you know, cancel the child support, because since he's going to be living with him, they got to get out of, when I say them people on the phone was like, why are you canceling the order? What's going on?
Hey, wait.
I mean, are you sure? She was like, are you sure? I said, ma'am, he's on the line. Like, the kid don't live with me. He live with him.
See what I'm saying?
Are you sure you want to? Well, why does he live with his dad? Ma'am, now you in our business.
Tell them why they do that, Leah. Because we always hear from the man's side. Let's hear it from the woman's perspective.
I mean, to me personally, it's to make sure the family unit is not like together. Child support has a place. I'm not one of them women that's like, because some men, you got to force them to pay. They're not gonna get that.
We're not gonna play like it's not no bullshit ass niggas out here. Y'all, it's some suck ass niggas out here. Absolutely.
100%.
But all of us not like that.
But all men are not like that.
But we have women out there that's parenting from pain that try to make us like that. And this is where you got to stand up for yourself, nigga. That's why you got me here on this show, nigga, because I'm going to stand up for us today. You watch this.
You do have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Some men not going to do right.
Come on.
Some men will. And child support is not there to benefit the man who wants to help.
Come on. Not only that, what they don't understand is...
And it don't benefit us either, because the state taking their little piece out of whatever.
Thank you.
And I
the state gets a piece of the fucking
100%.
pie.
100%. And
you want us to get some money from this nigga for you? All right, I'll do it, but you got to pay us.
Yeah. I'm getting a percent.
That's exactly what this is.
I'm getting a percent off top.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then watch this. How long did he not take care of the kid? Bitch, you know you can get some back pay. You said, you sure it was 6 months? Never. You sure it was 6 months? Never. Know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't never took care. What? Now, we get a piece of that too.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. And how long you been on Medicaid?
Come on.
And food
Come
stamps?
on.
We need him to pay us back for that
Oh, the daddy ain't got no job, no insurance.
Yeah.
Welcome to Medicaid.
Yeah.
Welcome to Chip, Dip, and everything else, motherfucker.
Okay.
Say, man,
we need that too.
It's made, ladies. That's another topic. Child support, nigga. We gonna go there, nigga. But yeah, so third girl want to meet her. I'm respectful.
At the baseball
I'm respectful. I'm respectful. Hey, such and such want to come to Cash football game. She want to start coming to the games. Nah, I don't want nobody. Nah. All right.
So
hey,
you
look,
don't
man.
let the girl go?
No.
Okay.
No. It's not even about letting her go. She respected me more.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Because of what I was trying to avoid. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's what y'all gotta understand. Cause I know it's ladies that's out there that really be on niggas in them certain type of situations like that. Say, homie, we already trying to keep the peace as it is. We already trying to see our motherfucking kids as it is without having to bring in a whole nother relationship. And now I can't see the goddamn kids no more because you want to stand up and show you was the new woman to come to the football game.
Yeah, but that's why you got to pick who you want to date. Because see, I don't like now at this stage, I prefer not to date like people who don't have good co-parenting relationships.
You have to, but see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not there yet.
You're not finna be cussing me out because I'm telling you, my baby daddy just
the
can't.
girls that I'm messing with don't even have kids, so I know you don't know how to be no fucking co-parent. You get what I'm saying?
So you're not gonna be understanding to
come on,
what's
man.
going on.
You don't know. You must be still fucking this bitch. Come on, dog. I told y'all I'm gonna talk for us today, man.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna get you still fucking this bitch. Why I can't come around this bitch? Y'all must be still doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still doing that. And then now the insecurity is going out.
Yep.
Now you got a whole problem in your house.
Do men always do a good job of like
no
smoothing that transition, right? Because one of my children's father had a girlfriend. When I say that girl was crazy.
You see, I answered your question before you even got that bitch out? No.
You know,
first off, us
horrible.
as men in this field, we do a horrible job.
Yeah.
Because it's no guy.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck we doing.
Mm-hmm.
We doing the best we can for
Especially
the.
when I'm
speaking, I'm speaking for the niggas who are actually doing and trying.
Mm-hmm.
I am not speaking for the whole as far as you sorry ass niggas who don't do nothing for your children.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for the niggas who gotta pull teeth to be around their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Who got to go through all the ins and outs and jump through all the goddamn loops in the world just to be around your motherfucking child, my nigga, who you love dearly, who you only trying to provide the best life for.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? And not just be seen as a goddamn ATM.
A paycheck, yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So, boom. She come back. We laid it down line. We leave it alone. She asks again.
Mm-hmm.
This time, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
You just bring her.
She's coming.
Okay.
So I didn't honor you. So this is where the balance come in. That's why you're saying I'm growing, I'm healing. Hey, I asked you the first time, I honored it.
Yeah.
I know where this place is coming from. By now, the boys came to my house. They got a whole little relationship with. Know what I'm saying?
So she's been introduced to the kids. She's just not.
Yes. Because when they come to my house now, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
She know about her and everything. Then tried to set up a meet. I don't want to meet her.
So she don't have a problem with the kids being around her. She don't want the kids at the game. I mean, she don't want her at the
She don't want to see her.
Okay.
And it's backstory to that.
Mm-hmm.
But we ain't getting into that.
Okay.
That's not where we at. Hate me for that. This ain't got nothing to do with the kids.
Now.
The kids want her there.
Okay, but there's a caveat to that, right? Because I think when you say, we ain't there, we don't have to worry about that, right? Just like the woman has to parent past her pain, bro, there has to be a certain level of, even my children's fathers came to a point of understanding, like, there are some things you've done to me that you have to be sensitive to how I react to those things as well.
Okay, talk to me.
So there has to be a level of understanding. You know that you broke my heart, right? And if you went and did some janky shit, right, to even in your mind think that it's about to be sweet all the time, that's crazy. Because I'm
that's
still
just
a person.
dealing with the reality.
That's just dealing with the reality that
but
you
that
did
means
some
you're not
foul
healed
shit.
from that shit
now,
then.
100%.
All right,
and
then.
you don't get to determine how long it takes me to heal. But you also don't get to force my healing because you're ready to move on.
Okay.
So now, and this is just hypothetical. If this is a situation where you didn't win and mess with my best friend, or you didn't win and mess with a woman that I know, right? And I'm at my child's game, and this is my safe space, then no. You as a man got to say, hey, I know this situation was fucked up, baby. You know how we started this.
Yeah.
You know that y'all used to be cool.
That ain't the situation.
But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
That happens, though.
There has to be an understanding of, like, sometimes because of what we've done, it don't get to be our way. And everybody not going to be comfortable. So there are some boundaries and things as we're healing, because that won't always be the case. But when you try to rush somebody's healing, and men do that a lot. After you break up and they move on, they like, well, I'm not worried about you no more, so you need to, well, I'm still dealing with the heartbreak. Nigga, I still love you.
And I'm gonna lie, we do that.
I still want to be with you.
Yeah, we do that.
I'm still holding on to
Bitch,
the
I'm
dream.
gone. Why you still tripping with me?
Why you still tripping? I'm still, you know what I mean, nigga? I'm still dealing with everything that you did to me.
Okay.
So you already asking me to parent past my pain, nigga. Now you ask me to be nice too?
I don't gotta be nice.
Come on, like, give me some time, nigga.
What if your baby daddy said that then? Oh, well, they ain't do nothing to you. That's right.
No,
that's right.
They
this
have.
Is
like, don't get it. I mean, I've been cheated on, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't broke up, got back together.
Okay.
We didn't, I've had an abortion
Right.
behind some, like,
I'm saying in the sense of you haven't hurt the father to where they got to be like,
nigga, I've been victim and villain, nigga.
See what I'm saying?
What you mean?
So
I ain't
when
hurt
you
these
was the
men?
villain, what if the daddy
When
came
I
and
cheated
told you?
on this, when I cheated on this man, and had a baby on him. What you mean I ain't hurt these men? Are you kidding me?
Oh shit!
So you
Yes,
think
she
I'm
did.
sweet?
Yes, she did.
You think I'm sweet? Like, just to be honest, I'm not always conflict resolution. I'm not
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not always
I like
victim.
that. Yeah.
Nigga, I've done things to these men that they've had to push past and
Yeah.
work through and figure out how
But
to
you couldn't
navigate
rush they
it.
shit though.
But I can't rush. I can't tell this man, that I had a baby on. I can't tell this man how long it's gonna take for him to be okay with that.
Yeah.
So for a long time there was resentment there, even probably still to this day. Let me just keep it real. We just learned to work through that.
Yeah.
But I can't tell him, you know what I mean? Like, man, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Goddamn, you still mad about that? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get over that
Yeah.
shit.
So look, okay, so boom. She come to the second game.
Mhm.
It's no, well, not second game, but the next time she waited a couple games and she come back, hey, the kid, I want you to come to my game. So, you know what I'm saying? So now they done came back. Babe, I want to go to the game. All right. So boom. This time I ain't even asking.
You just show up.
We show up. We there. We watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually good.
Okay.
I ain't hear no words after it. It was nothing.
Great.
So I'm like, damn, well, maybe that's what I should have did a long time ago.
Yeah.
Fast forward, that relationship is over. Okay?
And another one.
And another one. What my nigga DJ Khaled say? Another one.
Another one.
Hey,
Right.
listen, I don't got time. I told you we're going to get to it, though. I'm going to tell y'all why. So now I'm with current partner today.
Okay.
Okay? Me and her been going a little bit.
Y'all so cute.
Thank
I
you.
be seeing
That's
y'all
my
on
baby,
Instagram.
man.
Y'all
Hey,
so cute.
that's. I feel like if I wouldn't have, I really had to go through some
100%.
real. I really had to go through it's a certain type of therapy I had to go through to make sure that I was ready for her.
Yeah.
I feel like God didn't send me that lady until I went
You
through the
was
shit
it,
that I
yeah.
went through, because when I say it's crazy. That's a whole nother conversation though, because I get to talking too much about her. That's my baby. Hey, shout out to you. I love you, girl. Hey, but you see me, love just pours out of me and shit. That's what I'm saying.
You,
so
baby.
now you gotta imagine me just going, fuck you, bitch, I'm gone. I can't do that. Bitch, I'm gone. Hey, you want to change? Okay,
Yeah.
you not gonna do it no more. You know what I'm saying? hey man, I'm a lover.
Right.
I'll blow your fucking head out.
Right.
But when the doors close, nigga, I'm a lover, nigga. I ain't got no shame in that.
Mhm.
That's why I get women and you hard ass niggas don't. Shit. But back to the subject. So, current partner, we going, we good. Told you she got a daughter.
Okay.
Braden is about to go from 3. She's going from 2 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Cash Cruise first time. So I'm getting the boys there. It's good. Ain't no issues, okay? Hey, I'm going to come get the boys this weekend, take them to a party.
And how old are the boys?
Cash Cruise like 8 at the time. 9. They're 9 at the time.
Okay.
They're 9 at the time. Get the boys. Great fucking day. They so happy. I got a sister. I'm talking about it's an extravagant day.
Mm-hmm.
Her family, she from Dallas. Her family came down. They didn't met them. Know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it's absolutely wonderful. Okay. Dropped the boys off Sunday. They didn't stay with us.
Mm-hmm.
Who parties my baby went to? This is verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
I say, somebody I'm seriously dating. Something wrong? Yeah, it is. I know her, so I know how she's coming, okay?
It's the voice for
I
me.
know how it's coming.
Right.
She could have been sitting right
but
here.
right now, bro, that's why some conversations need to be had.
I'm trying to tell you.
But I do understand, like, you know somebody enough to know.
And so you already know how they coming.
But sometimes them type of conversations, we gotta stop co-parenting through text messages all the time, bro.
Because it get misinterpreted. And it ain't even just co-parenting. Some conversations need to be heard. That's why I'm glad they got voice memo.
Hey, I turned into an acrobat when I be jumping to conclusions. But when I be I'm just, what? What you mean? What you mean you not? And it don't even be that serious, bro. Like, let's just get on the phone and just talk.
Hey, let me see this voice memo because this shit too motherfucking long. Let me tell you yeah, I'm gonna go there. Yeah.
So she wanna know who part of her babies was
yeah, cool.
Like,
hey, it's somebody I'm seriously dating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is something wrong?
Yeah.
I just dropped them off.
But why your voice sound like that? And hers gotta sound. It's someone
because I know what's coming.
Right, okay.
I know what's coming, man.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You got when you didn't deal with some shit, so hey man, you already it's
okay.
Here it is, Vo.
So what's
showtime? Yeah, it is. I wanted to know because they want a picture with a little girl, and I had no idea who that was.
So what's the picture? It got posted?
It was a picture of Braylon, Cash, and Cruz. Mm-hmm. They took a little picture. Mm-hmm. It got posted. I'm the one who posted it.
Okay.
There's not the only ones who took pictures at the party. Mm-hmm. Everybody took pictures. They wanted to take a picture with the birthday girl. Mm-hmm. They took a picture with the birthday girl. Their father posted it. Why did you post it? Why not?
I'm asking. Like, why? I mean, what was when you posted it?
Oh, you trying to see what my intentions was?
No, I'm not. I don't, because the type of nigga you is, I don't think you had, I wouldn't think you was worried about.
Oh, girl, you got it. I'm glad you know me.
Yeah.
Man, I don't get, hey, man, what I'm posting is my new union coming together. Mm-hmm. My kids have met first off, anybody know me, I've always wanted a little girl. Mm-hmm. Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm finally becoming a girl dad. Know what I'm saying? Not only that, man, I'm bringing my boys together. Know what I'm saying? This ain't to, I don't give a fuck about making you jealous or none of that type of shit. Right. I ain't know none of that type of time. I don't do that.
Healthy co-parent is about consideration too, right? So you just said everybody knows you want a little girl, right? Mm-hmm. So this is a woman you used to be with.
Right.
Who can't, for whatever circumstances, because what happened.
3 girlfriends ago.
3, it does not matter. Let's remember, time for women is different than for men, right? So it may take me, just because it sound
like y'all time is dog years. You know how a dog can be 493?
Because guess what? Because like you said, once you gonna give them a year. So in that year, it don't matter how close you got or not. You ain't doing the right thing. You gotta go. Women don't operate like that. We love the potential. We love a lot of times the idea of who we created you to be. So when you not that, right?
These bitches still, ain't making us.
Imagine how sometimes
they destroying way more than making.
No, in my mind, who I wanted you to be. I can make you who I want you to be in my mind.
Okay, yeah.
Right. I'm romanticizing this for whatever way. But nonetheless, and I'm not speaking for her because I don't know her, but I'm just saying, you like everybody know I wanted a girl, right? Yeah. I loved you at one point. Nigga. Yeah. We can't have kids.
Yeah.
Now you know what I'm saying. I'm glad you said it.
So we know we parenting from pain right now.
And not
that's
only
all I wanted to get to.
In my opinion, this is just, I'm gonna keep it a buck with
we talking about
there was no consideration for that either. Because if you know she don't even want kids around like that.
Yeah.
Then you go and you posting it on the internet.
It was no consideration.
Not only that, now guess what happens? People send it. People have
conversations. That's what's happening.
So now everybody else is in the mix.
Yeah.
We ain't even been able to have a conversation about this.
Now watch this. It's been so many motherfucking times you ain't consider me. Fuck I'm considering you for right now.
Because again, then if that's the case, when we acting like that, right? Because then who gonna consider who? So you stand over there.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't been nothing being done.
Then guess what? Then the kid. That's what I be trying to get niggas to understand. When you say, I'm not going to consider her, she say, well, you not considering the kids. So in order, because what is the bigger picture, bro? It don't just work for the woman and sometimes you got to bite your tongue and you got to be the bigger person. Sometimes as a nigga, you know the type of person you dealing with. So is it more important for you to post your new union? Or is it more important for you to keep a certain level of peace so I can see my sons?
So then it goes to, ain't that jumping through hoops?
Who gives a shit?
So why y'all don't jump through hoops then?
Again.
If I'm being the mother, if I gotta put the hula hoop on, when this bitch go put it on?
Hey, listen to what I'm saying. Somebody gotta jump through them hoops first.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody gotta do it first.
Okay.
Right? Cause both of y'all saying the same thing. Nigga, I ain't finna worry about it. And you like, I'm living my life. But the kids, that's why when I say, bro, I love my kids more than anything else. More than I want a nigga. More than I want to be whatever it is I want to be. I love them kids. And I only got it 18 years. When I say I'm going to be a mom for the rest of my life, but for 18 years, I just got to self-sacrifice for you, baby. After that, I can do me.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit makes so much sense though too, because now that you saying that picture didn't mean a motherfucking thing.
It don't mean shit.
After the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had this ideal of posting it right then and now, but if I knew what I knew, I wouldn't have it didn't mean that much to me. But we don't know that though.
Yeah, but think about how much time passed before at any point where you holler and say, you know what? Because that's why I said when we react a certain way, how she reacted and then you react, we turn something that could have just been a conversation, now it's something permanent. Time is already lost. You ain't been without the kids for X amount of years. Yeah. Imagine when she reached that, we can finish the conversation.
Oh, we going back to it.
But if you like, you know what? I ain't even need to post that picture.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't doing none of that shit.
You're not going to do that,
Yeah,
right?
we're not doing none of that
shit. But in hindsight, now we look back, we don't get none of that from you, but that's what I'm talking about. Because you parenting from your pain too, nigga. Because you just said you a lover girl.
So no, that
a lover boy. Nigga, you around this whole...
In that sense, I in that moment when I posted the picture, I was parenting from love.
No, the reaction after.
The reaction after was parenting from anger.
Anger, same difference. It ain't parenting with the child the
child is not in mind at this point. No,
and they the only ones taking the L.
And that's what we need to get back to. Put the child back first.
You got a new woman.
Yes,
you're Daddy Kevin to baby girl, and I don't mean this with no slight. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the boys is the one that's like having to maneuver and figure out, hey, can you call my daddy? Hey, I seen you at the corner. Oh, bet, can you call my... Yeah. They the ones having to figure... As a child, they're having to maneuver what two adults can't figure out.
Yes.
That's why for me, it's always like, hey, when you with somebody, you just told me I'll deal with anything from a woman because when I love you, that's what I'll do, right?
Yeah, the love's gone then. I ain't dealing nothing from your motherfucking ass. So I'm talking the one I'm with. I ain't dealing with a motherfucking thing from you.
Let me tell you one thing. The same energy I had for these men when I was in love with them or I wanted to be with them, nigga, I got that same energy when it come to co-parenting. I was understanding when you cheated on me. I took you back after that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was understanding when you were disrespectful. I took you back after that.
Yeah.
I used to drive all the way across town to go pop lock and drop it.
Yeah.
But I can't drive to drop my child off to you now.
Yeah.
We can't figure this out.
Yeah.
But when we were together, we had so much.
Yeah.
All we had to do was get up under them sheets and then everything was worked out good, right? So now that we have to actually figure it out and we can't just fuck our way out of it or buy some shit out of it. Now we really got to have conflict resolution.
Yes.
Now it's, I don't fuck with you like that. I ain't doing, oh cool, you don't have to fuck with me like that. But we two people, it's one people, in your instance, it's two kids that y'all the two most important people to them. They don't see you cheating on the mama. They don't see her pain. All they know is, hey, this my daddy, this my mama. These are the two people I love.
Yes.
But y'all two, you included, y'all two is on these horses.
Going
who right, who wrong, who this, who that. And
cool, watch this. Let me get back to you. I gotta tell you, this shit is good. Watch this. Seen you was on a picture seen my kids on the picture with a little girl, and I had no idea who it was. I figured that was a party or some shit when you said y'all were going away to Humble. Don't mix my kids up with no more hoes. Wait a minute. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't mix my kids up with no more hoes. I have a thing of when I'm...
You don't want to be told what to do.
Huh?
You don't want to be told what to do?
No. It has nothing to do with that. You better tell me what, the right motherfucker tell me what to do. When I'm talking or having a conversation, I be reliving that shit in the moment all over again.
Right, so you get mad again. It
start all over again, man. I can't help it. I gotta figure it out.
Right, you gotta heal from that.
Yeah, for sure, from a lot of shit. Cause I definitely ain't healed from none of this. This shit is ongoing. The healing ain't started yet.
Yeah.
Don't mix my kids up, no more hoes. You always seriously dating someone, and then y'all gonna be broke up in 6 months.
Okay.
Please save my kids the drama of just getting them to meet another bitch, kid, sis, niece, or whatever, or make sure you are truthful about where they are going to make sure I make the best decision for them. I prefer the first suggestion, though.
Okay.
So, all right, my response, y'all. So y'all can know, I'm being, and this goddamn move. This is real deal, real time. Right. Okay. I'm sorry if it's a problem for you. You hear my therapy going on? I'm acknowledging, I'm apologizing. I'm sorry if this is a problem for you. But again, this is someone that I'm seriously dating. I've had my failed attempts at relationships just as you have yours. But the balls are always good in my hands, just as I trust that they are when they in your hands. Respectfully. Yeah. So I'm sorry that you feel that way, and I'll definitely give you an entire rundown on what we will be doing if that's what you need to make decisions for our boys. Anything else you need? We get a bunch of laughing emojis.
She sends you a bunch of laughing emojis.
A bunch of them. Yeah, I'm sure you are sorry.
I love black women.
You see what I'm saying? Now, look at me. Yeah. I'm being positive. I ain't poking the bear. I ain't doing none of this bullshit.
But is this usually how you respond?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so this is new for her. So it could come across.
No. This ain't how I absolutely always respond. This healthy nigga ain't new for you. That's why I got the boys right now. Right. I'm doing a whole bunch of shit different. Okay. I'm with girl 3 because of therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the reason why she got in the motherfucking dough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure you are sorry. That is a problem with me. But unfortunately, I've been in one relationship that didn't work. So we are not the same. However, what I do suggest is that you get them, spend time with them, and not just put your dad cape on when you see them and take them somewhere when it's a hoe involved. That's my point. So no, there would not be a need to give me a rundown of anything else moving forward. I'm sure of it. What did you just hear?
I heard that you being out of relationships and you always say that this is one that's serious. I heard that she don't want nobody else around her children. I heard that she thinks she's trying to protect her kids by not exposing them to your multiple relationships. I heard her say, I just had one failed attempt and you keep moving on over and over again.
Okay. Now watch this.
One time.
How many times when I told you about these girls, who have Cash and Cruz met? Who did I tell you they met?
The
third one.
And the girl with the niece.
And the one that's here now. So there's 2 other girls that I was with that didn't even meet my kids. So how they just started meeting bitches? That's not even what's going on.
But again, co-parenting is 2-part. That is understanding that now you are it's a different dynamic because now you got my kids in a picture holding some little girl hand.
And what the fuck is the problem with that?
The problem is, again, I can't speak for this woman because I don't know her. If she's not over you, that's one. Like if she still wants you in any type of capacity.
Talk about it.
Now you're in my face with this, right? I could still be, that's one way. I could still be grieving this relationship and stuff like this. Now I'm worried you may be jeopardizing how my kids feel about me. Like, who is this woman? You got, y'all gonna have this whole family dynamic. Now I have to question where I stand. How we gonna work? That's one instance. 2, I don't know the ins and outs of how y'all broke up. That makes a difference a lot of times. As much as people don't want to
Why are we talking about the children?
Because the same way we weren't talking about the children when you said you ain't considering her. You doing what you want to do. None of y'all is considering the children.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying in the sense of, why are we talking about who I'm with and what I've been doing if I am a great father? I have picked up my kids. My kids is with me. You just made a message hollering about putting your dad cape on when you with a bitch. At the end of the day, I'm with a bitch. That means I'm going to be more of a dad, right? We need to be thinking about the children, right? But we're not doing that.
Let me ask you this.
Oh,
Are you more of a dad when you with a woman? So
this is a clown-ass joke. She's a liar.
No, I'm asking.
She's a liar. This is not true at all.
No, okay. I'm just asking because there are some situations where there have been seasons where if you got some women.
First off, what you need to understand is if a nigga is a bullshit daddy, kids are not going to ask for you. You a bullshit daddy.
That's not true.
Listen what I'm saying.
True.
So watch this. Make it make sense. If I'm never around you, or I'm half-ass around you, barely see you, know what I'm saying? Why am I steady asking for you?
Because because it's a natural instinct to want my father. You ain't got to do a damn thing. I'm 37 years old. My daddy ain't done nothing for me my whole life. I still want that nigga. It's not a matter of a kid gotta, like, you have to be this extravagant father for a kid to want to spend time with you. You my daddy. Yeah. 100%.
I got grown boys. That's mine. Why are those different?
What do you mean?
Explain what you just said.
What do you mean? Why is those different?
I got grown boys that are different. They can get around me now. Their mama pretty much did the same exact thing, okay? They can get around me now. My boys love me. Great fucking relationship, everything.
Yeah.
They don't break their necks to get around me.
Well, again, first off, you said they 17 and 19.
It don't matter. They're kids.
Let's be clear.
Man, beforehand they was doing this also. So that's what they were doing it beforehand.
It's not about breaking their neck to get around you, right? You still their daddy.
Right.
If I got access to you, I don't need to, I'm not going to break my neck to get around you. But if you try to take something from me, then yes, I'm going to ask for it.
So it's the fact that the mama is trying to take me away from them so they want me more.
There's an absence of you, so I'm seeking it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I got direct access to my daddy, that's why I got to remind my kids, hey, when my oldest son, his dad be like, let's hang out, and he be like, I'm trying to go with my friend. No, nigga, go spend some time with your daddy, bro.
So you don't think, so you telling me the only reason why kids, well, not the only reason, but part of the reason why kids want their daddy when they absent is because of their absence?
I think it makes them want their father more. Yes. So you mean, like, this is how I consider it, right? You ain't seen them boys for however long it's been. Right?
Yeah.
So when they see somebody that they know has access to you,
right? They
like, can you call my dad so I can talk to him, right?
Right.
That's because they don't have the access to you.
Right.
But if you call them right now, whatever they doing, I want to talk to them, I'm going to do it. If I'm talking to my daddy every day, I can see him when I see him.
So you think that's all children though?
No, I don't think it's. Okay. There's nothing that's cutting. Everything is,
Right.
It's not nothing.
Because that's what I'm saying. These not my boys. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
But them is your boys.
Well, no.
As far as they know,
I'm not meaning to saying it like that. I'm saying these not my boys as I'm absent, so this is why they trying to get around me. No, absolutely 100% my kids.
And I'm not always, because it don't have to be like, it's not just because you're my biological father that I'm sensing your absence. You could be married to somebody and be with them.
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying in the sense of, I'm saying them not my boys. I'm not saying them not my boys and I didn't have them. Yeah. I'm saying them not my boys, that's not them. The kids and the people that that's not them. You get what I'm saying?
So you're saying
they always been a daddy's boy.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? They go, but what I'm trying to get you to understand is, it's going to be a extent of out of sight, out of mind is a real thing.
100%.
So if I'm so motherfucking out of sight, how am I not out of mind? And you're not going to sit up here and tell me because they children. You're not going to run me that. That's what I'm telling you.
Then what do you want me to say to you?
I don't give a damn what you say. I'm not trying to make you say nothing. What I'm telling you is because a child barely sees someone, it doesn't intensify them to want to see them more at all times. Because it gets to a point, I know a bunch of niggas who didn't have their daddy, who don't give a fuck about their daddy, and they not still sitting around hollering by, I'm going to have my daddy one day.
How long has it been since you haven't seen those boys?
It's been like, shit, we going on a year.
So
no, I'm lying. Because I'm going to tell you. So that's why I say we getting away from it. That's why I know it's going to be a part 2.
Okay.
We got to do part 2 on this. I'm telling you. Because we got to continue this on. But let's get to it. So I'm going to tell you what I heard in that message. First message, it went from tell me what you go be doing moving forward. And because I didn't come back and give you that old toxic ass reaction, you've already clearly stated in this next message,
won't be no going forward.
It ain't gonna be no going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So you done went from going forward, damn, I ain't get the reaction I wanted out of them. Now let me kill going forward. You ain't gonna see them niggas now. All because of what? Because I posted a picture?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole nother different thing. We ain't go. I just want you to hear that so you can hear the
controlling.
That's
control.
The control part of I can't control what goes around
kids.
them. Yeah.
Them is her kids.
Yeah.
In her mind.
Yes.
Right? I'm just saying that's how a lot of women feel.
Yes.
Them is my kids.
Yes.
Your role is optional.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because as long as my kid has
you say in their mind.
You know what I'm saying? In any father, that's why a lot of women can operate this way because they feel like as long as the kid got me, the kid is good. But that's not true.
Yes.
And when we talk about out of sight, out of mind, like a year is a long time, but 5 years go by, it may not be the same concept. A 9-year-old versus a 15-year-old, you know how much boys grow in that space?
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I say now them kids don't never get that time back.
Yeah.
Because all that's happening is more and more time is going on. The mama living her life, daddy living their life, and the kids still trying to figure this shit out. So that's why when I say, hey, both sides got to parent past their pain. Mm-hmm. I don't want any woman to think I'm getting on here and being like, it's only your responsibility to make sure your kids has a father and he don't have work. Both sides of us got to be thinking about these kids. Mm-hmm. But a lot of time, men will get into this space of, once they done with you, as a girlfriend, that you don't realize now you got to care about me as the mother of your child. You don't got to fuck with me as a woman that you want to be with, but you still got a responsibility to me.
And I've never had that. I've never had that. And I'm glad you stated that. And it's not even a sense of not caring about their well-being. It's just that, like you said, I don't want nothing to happen to you.
I'm not considering you.
Yes.
I'm not worried about you. Yes. I'm not none of that. But this is the person I'm trusting with my kid. One thing I hate to hear a nigga say is, you trash, you this, you are sorry that this. But that's the person you trusting with your child. They all of these things, but they good enough to take care of your kid. You also not
because we talking about you as the girlfriend. Right. We talking about you as the woman. Mm-hmm. We talking about you as the you know what you is. Mm-hmm. We not talking about you as the mother. Right. But on the flip side of that coin, that's not how that's what I'm saying. That's why a nigga would tell you low down, dirty slut, bitch, and then gone to your mama. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But you sorry, trifling, stupid ass nigga, you ain't gonna never see these kids again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like this is what? Mm-hmm. And we gonna say, cause she's still healing from the hurt.
Cause we're still healing from the hurt. Both sides are still healing from the hurt.
And you gotta push past the hurt.
You gotta push past
and put the kid first.
Both sides.
Yes, both sides.
You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to, like you said, you doing good. But you're missing time with your kids. So at some point, right, we can have this conversation on this podcast, nigga. We can get on here and be as real as we want to be. At some point, you can come talk about it, you can come do it, but at some point, you got to do something about it. At some point, we got to have this conversation because I need my boys and my boys need their father.
Yes.
So at whatever we're going through, it's a joint thing. We have to heal together from this. It ain't just she got to do things because now, even if she decides tomorrow she got to wake up, you already have a preconceived notion of the type of woman she is. That's why you read the message and the tone you think she's using and all this, right? Time goes by, right? You also got to give her space to grow and change and mature and become something new, right? Because you ain't interacting with her on a day-to-day.
But that's what I'm saying. How much time? Well, I guess you don't know.
You don't know. That's the crazy thing about parenting because it's a long.
Don't fucking have them, y'all. That's 100%. Don't have them.
100%.
Because no matter what, you don't know who this. I feel like I guess the best situation would be somebody who has a kid,
and you still don't know,
and you still won't know. But I feel like you get a better idea of who that person is. So you already gonna get the idea of who that person is gonna be as far as a relationship with you. But you also get a little experience of who that person is gonna be as a parent already. You get what I'm saying? And that, I feel like that'll go a long way as into just walking into uncharted territory.
100%.
Because
then you have a reference to use.
Yes.
Yeah, but also even still, situation gonna be it could
life
be complete,
life.
Life can life, and you just have to be willing to say, like, I keep saying this shit, but hey, I'm gonna put the kid first, bro, over my own emotions, over my own desires to want to, make this person pay for what they did for me, bro.
Yeah.
The love for your kids got to be louder than your pain, bro.
Yes.
It just has to be. Otherwise, you can always justify your actions, bro. She justified in feeling that way. If we gonna keep it like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you did, she could be justified in feeling like, I don't want my kids around somebody.
But this is the thing, though. You, like
but it's
you
how
said,
you act to that like it's you can feel how you feel, but it's what you do with them feelings, bro.
And what I'm hearing you is telling me to act in a manner that's gonna be healthy for you to continue to co-parent.
100%.
You don't act in a manner of this bitch bitch, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. You ain't gonna tell me 100%. How to be a daddy. Don't act in a manner on a personal feeling side.
Personal feeling,
we have to get to the point to where we acting in a manner of where any decision when it comes to this, no matter what is going down, we have to be thinking about the fucking
Because you know how that conversation could have went when you could have been like, well, tell me what's the real problem. Right.
She ain't gonna do that.
And she might not in that moment.
Not gonna,
right?
Ain't no might.
She's not doing it.
No might. This is a person who ain't healed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole nother topic because it's accountability that has to come first 100%. In this type of shit. And a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's gonna be a part 2 because me and you gonna talk about relationships, which is all coincided in this type of shit. But accountability has to be taken, bro, because you have to take accountability that, hey, I might be tripping and I'm hurting right now.
100%.
And that doesn't fucking happen. But that's what I'm saying. How do you deal with a person who doesn't take accountability for a motherfucking thing from the jump? And I'm gonna tell you how. Real life. It boils down to you just biting your tongue and just you gotta shut up and take it.
I don't think that's healthy to just shut up and take it.
But at the end of the day, what we talking about is for the children.
Yeah.
It's for the child.
You do have to, because a lot of times though, like, once you realize in co-parenting, everything's not going to be resolved.
Yeah. Everything gonna be healthy.
Yeah, everything is not. That's healthy co-parent. Everything is not healthy. It's how we handle those unhealthy moments that matters. Like me and these men still getting arguments to this day. Yeah. We might argue about, well, I don't want my son to go here. I don't want my son. I was telling Ashley, like, I used to like the barbershop thing. The nigga like, I'm gonna take him to my barber. No, you not.
Yeah.
He already got a barber. You need to take him here.
Why not?
It's a control thing, right? It's a
control. It's so transparent.
I have no other reason other than because I said so.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm over there.
Yeah.
Because he like that barber. He like, but it's like, hey, everything ain't. We can argue back and forth all day about certain topics, certain situations. Yeah. Sometimes we just gotta let that. This ain't gonna be.
Not only that, man. You know what I think about in that sense? I think about all the women that don't have their daddy there no more to even take the kids to the barbershop. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got women that's out here just trying to be in control of every motherfucking thing and just trying to control so much of the ex-partner's life.
Yes.
Know what I'm saying? That we don't even think about, bitch, what if I ain't even had this nigga here to take? Know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And you got mothers that know what I'm saying? Niggas done been killed, robbed, murdered, just don't do a motherfucking thing. 100%. That wish. Wish you took these kids to the barbershop. So, ladies, and when y'all doing that old suck ass shit that y'all doing, man, and that controlling that shit, and I pray that y'all hear from that shit, man, think about
think about
and it
the
just
kid,
goes
bro,
right back to it.
Because they never, and
think
I know
about
this
the
shit sound crazy,
kid, man.
bro, but you're gonna become an obstacle your kid gonna have to heal from. If you keep parenting from this space of get back, negativity, from this space of I want to hurt you so bad, you're literally going to give your children a childhood they have to heal from.
Yeah.
And they gonna come to you later with questions, bro. They gonna want to understand, like, why I ain't see my daddy for all this time. And furthermore, again, them kids don't get that time back, bro.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I can't speak for everybody. that just don't sit on my conscience well.
Yeah.
Bro. That's just not okay for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what you did to me,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't done none of that to them kids. And you don't have to be perfect to be a father.
Yeah.
For men, I don't want a lot of men sometimes tie into how much a woman lets them be a father. It just, they'll beat themselves up, and you deserve to being a father is a right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a lot of times we make men feel like it has to be earned.
Mm.
You do have to show up. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that a man can be inconsistent, but you got to leave the door open for him to grow. You can't say that again, we 1920, the type of men that they were from year 1 through 5, we was arguing about crazy stuff, diapers and feeding them on time and bad time. We're grown. We in our 30s now. Our kids are 16, 15. We not having them same problems.
Yeah.
Because I gave the space to grow. That's how I'm in this situation with community, and we can all happen because I never stopped them from being daddies.
Talk about it, man.
So because I never stopped them from being daddies, it wasn't no starting over and over and over. And now you got to get to know your kid again because you ain't seen them for 2 years. So now you have to no, we've been in this together from the jump, nigga. Good, bad, and ugly.
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Y'all done seen the worst. These men have seen the worst of me, bro. They didn't see me without jobs. They didn't see me broke. They didn't see me heartbroken by the next nigga. We've seen, and I've seen the same on them side. I've seen them grow up. You know what I mean? There were things I used to have to ask for. I ain't got to ask for no more.
Yes.
Because again, you leave space for them to grow. Nobody's stopping a woman from being a mother. Nobody's stopping me, like I said earlier, from fucking up.
Yeah.
I get to make those mistakes. I get to learn from them, and I get to grow. That's how I'm the mother I am now.
But ultimately, the woman has to look past what the nigga did to her personally.
Yes,
and create a space
for him to be a father.
So all of these positive things can happen.
They can start to happen.
And the start of that is you healing from what the fuck we did to y'all.
And that's not even the start. The start is putting the kid first, because in doing that, then you can start healing, bro.
Ooh.
Cause it's not no heal first and then cause again, I may never heal from what you did to me, bro. It might have fucked me up that bad.
Wow.
But I'm saying, in spite of whether you heal or not from this man, you have to let him be a father, bro. It can't be that way. Cause nigga, then if that's the case, you might not see them kids they about 22, 23 till they grown. If you got to wait for her,
they gonna come to me by themselves by then.
You know
fuck
what I mean?
Shit.
So it's not wait until we heal. It's we about to start healing.
Yeah.
And but we're gonna do that because we're putting the kids first.
Yes.
That's why, with my daughter's dad and our situation, it was so bad. When I seen that man holding that little girl and she was first born, bro, and he was so enamored with her, nigga, I got jealous.
Yeah.
Cause it's the same man I wanted to be all that for me. And now I'm watching you just love our daughter, and now you so emotionally in tuned and so affectionate. All these things I wanted from you, I couldn't give.
Why you couldn't be like
this? Why you couldn't be like that for me? And now I'm jealous of a
motherfucking baby.
A baby.
Ooh.
I had to nip them feelings in the bud quick, because if I'm not careful, now I'm standing in the way in you and your daughter relationship, because it's not something I understand. It's not something I've had. So it ain't if I would have waited until I heal, well, no, I can't let you be a daddy then, because I'm still fucked up behind what you did to me. So no, it's I love my daughter enough that in spite of the fact that I'm heartbroken and I'm hurting, I still want her to have everything I didn't have. I'm going to let you be a good dad. I'm going to let you be a daddy, bro.
Man. Hey, that's amazing. That's amazing. And the thing is, man, we ain't even got into all of this shit because you got a book on co-parenting.
I do.
She has a whole fucking book on co-parenting. But we are out of fucking time. That's why we're going to do part 2, because I have so many more questions for you. That's what you don't even understand. And the fact that I got a lot. I got a lot today. Man. And I'm talking about, and it was a lot. A lot of it was still like, cause I'm telling you, man, I'm angry.
Understandable.
By not seeing my boys, how this shit is playing out. Even just, I'm pissed off.
Understandable.
I'm pissed off. And the part that really just takes it away from me is because people don't understand how we really have more control of our life than people, really you know what I'm saying, really give. And it took me going through shit and experiences to understand that. I'm in so much fucking control of my life right now.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And therapy tells you to control the controllables. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is an uncontrollable that I done pretty much had to throw my hands up with. Because fuck you up, fuck I'm gonna do about it.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Besides,
but now we have to come back to it at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got, especially with the shit that you talking about.
Because
now I gotta, it's sacrifices that need to be made. You know what I'm saying? It's unhealthy shit on the personal side that I'm going to have to do, which is just sacrifice for me to make sure that my kid don't get it.
Don't get it, bro.
And if you don't understand sacrificing yourself for your kids, I'll never watch one of my shows ever again. Fuck you. Okay? Ain't none of that. Because as much as we don't even want to get into it, dog, but it's not even the person, it's the ways. I absolutely hate the ways. I wish better for her with the ways. You get what I'm saying? And like I say, man, when you moving forward and pushing forward and trying to do better and trying to get better and trying to understand this shit, that's why I say, you done came and gave me a whole nother side of this shit that therapy I don't even think it could have gave me. You know what I'm saying? But it's because it came from
experience.
Yes. Yeah. It came from your own personal experience.
And to be clear, bro, if you in year 1 through 5, a lot of this stuff I'm saying is like you in the thick of it. Yeah. Like I you know what I'm saying? I want to be clear. I'm 16 years into co-parenting. My son is 16 years old. I have 4 different men that I'm co-parenting with.
And that's what motherfuckers don't understand.
You know what I mean? So my experience is
they all good.
We all are good. We ain't all best friends. I even, you know, I drop my son up. I might go in there. What you in here cooking? Let me get a little plate. My kids get to see me with their dads, laughing, joking, playing.
And watch this. Are you fucking any of them still?
I'm not.
Thank you.
I'm not.
Because because man, you,
I'm not.
bro,
I'm not.
These women, they was you must be fucking that bitch. Hey man, everybody ain't gotta be getting fucked. Damn. I'm so sick of that shit.
It's understandable though, because that's how crazy it is when you see healthy co-parenting. Yeah. You gotta automatically assume they fucking.
Yeah, they fucking. It's a whole quad.
The ones that got bad co-parenting, them the ones that is fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it's healthy because we ain't fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to keep it on. Because that's, again, as much as I might want to be with this man or do, hey, I know what we gonna do when we get together. And I know how when we do what we do, how that affects.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. I was on the side of where I can solely say all of my unhealthy co-parenting experience that I done came through is definitely coming from how I treated them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how I moved after I treated them. You know, and that's my own shit that I made.
Yeah.
I did that. I already didn't forgave myself. I didn't heal from it.
Have you apologized to them?
No. And like you say, it's because I ain't.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's always been my mind frame, especially when you doing shit.
Maybe I'm doing it because you ain't never acknowledged my hurt. You telling me get over it.
Now, I'm not gonna say I never apologized to them like of course, like a nigga get channel. Damn, I'm sorry. Damn, I'm sorry.
Maybe you sorry.
Nigga, you sorry because you got caught, nigga.
100%.
Know what I'm saying? But nah, and the reason why, because I mean, in those times, I was my unhealthy self.
Yeah.
I was my living experiencing self. Know what I'm saying? On the first two. Twins mom, we was doing it. Know what I'm saying? So a lot of hers just come from I'm doing the shit that she wanted to do with me with somebody else. And I don't give a fuck what you say. I know what it is. Okay? Because this the only time it actually comes out. You get what I'm saying? Doesn't come out any other time. If I was single to this day, we beat all the baseball practice games and all kind of, I'm talking about everything. But I know soon as I get a woman, it's going to be a problem. And I can't I'm not gonna keep hiding my
Well,
motherfucking.
you don't just get a woman though. You be like it's not like you just be casually dating. You be like trying to get locked in with this.
Yeah, no, cause see, I'm a
lover boy.
Yeah, so see, this is the thing. I definitely that. But see, and that's a lot. I've always had people, you hands, you got a bunch of bitches. You're annoying. Get the fuck out my face. No, you're stupid. Because I'm a nigga who really, I stay in my house all the time, bro. My house is my peace place, bro. That's my place. I used to have homeboys that used to sit in parking lots and gyms and shit because they didn't want to go home. And this after work, all kind of shit. And I always sit back and say, yeah, homie, I'll never be like you. I me fucked up. Yeah. Hey, you disturb. Hey, man, when everything else wrong in the world, I need to be able to come home.
Yeah.
And if this ain't the place, then what the fuck else is it? So you never gonna fuck this up for me. Yeah. As soon as you trying to, guess where you going?
You're out of here.
Hey, man. But look, that's gonna be on part 2.
Yeah.
Because part 2, we gonna talk about after these relationships. You know what I'm saying? You know, the responsibilities of what's supposed to be done and how it's supposed to be done. Because watch this. You co-parent 4 different niggas, right?
100%.
What responsibilities do they have as far as in your household? That I'm talking as far as like, prime example like this. 4 boys.
3 boys, 1 girl.
3 boys, I'm sorry. 3 boys, 1 girl. Let's not acknowledge the baby girl because I love girls.
Give her respect, yeah.
Do any of those niggas pitch in on any of your bills? Like, grow? Do them niggas pop up and be like, hey, I got some groceries today? Shit like that. They do that.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying, because you got some niggas that feel totally different about that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? But again,
that's because we cool now. That wasn't always the case.
Yes.
I get so much more from these men now than I did when I was, again, trying to control everything and do everything and all that. No, so now, yes, there's been times where they'll bring food, and they ain't bringing food just sometimes for their kid. They know it's a group. So
watch it, Lil. I got a saying. We got to clear it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, part 2. But I got a saying. I feel like y'all are the most powerful motherfuckers walking God's green earth, a woman.
Yes.
Because you can get any motherfucking thing you want just by the way you go at it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what niggas don't understand is, and what I used to even tell women, like, it's just the way of going about it.
Yeah.
It's like, prime example. It's like, watch this. Let's just say you got a love language of how you love. I got a love language of how I need to be loved. You just trying to love me the way that you know how. It's going to cause problems. You get what I'm saying? But you can love me how you want to love me and still love me how I need to be loved and get every motherfucking thing you want out of me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, because it's only so much us as men can do. You know what I'm saying?
I have to give you the space to do that. Like that Will Smith little video literally changed my life, bro. Because I realized in that moment how much control I do have.
Yes.
Like, hold on, I can decide how we finna rock this.
Yes,
I can decide what I want and I can decide if we gonna co-parent for real.
Yes.
Me, because at the end of the day, if you want, again, this is for men that want to be a father. If you want to be a father, you gonna work with me.
Don't worry about it. We gonna get, hey, look, part 2 of unhealthy co-parenting and unhealthy co-parents. Next fucking week, man, we gonna talk about her book that y'all already know that she got. She's an author. She already has a children's book. Now she done actually wrote a book on co-parenting, man, and we are gonna talk about it because I got a whole bunch of other fucking questions about this shit. I've been going through it for years. So if you think this motherfucker gonna come out in 2 years, it's a 2 hour, it's not gonna happen. Part 2 of this is coming on, Leah. Thank you so much, man. I ladies, I hope y'all didn't grab some shit from this. Please come back so y'all can grab more.
I love y'all, ladies.
I wanted to bring her on, man, because y'all hear it from the man side, and a lot of it give you a bunch of rejection. Like, nigga, you don't know, but I wanted to bring on a woman who y'all can relate to. you know what I'm saying, who's felt child pain, who's felt child trauma, who's felt these relationships and different all aspects, and she doing it with 4 different. You always normally hear the nigga with 4 different baby mama. She got 4 different baby daddies, so she got 4 different experiences of this shit. Liv, next week, baby. We back. You ready?
I'm ready.
That's my girl, man. Hey, you have been on the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly show. Please like, share, subscribe. Is a bunch of clips, send this shit around, man. Hey, we need all the mamas and the daddies to come together for these kids, man, because it's these kids that's hurting from this shit, man. It's the kids, man. Next week, part 2. We out.
Bye.